Hello everyone, this is Laura, and today we're going to turn a t-shirt into a pillow. There are a lot of ways to do this, and the reason you usually want to is because you have an old t-shirt with a slogan on it or a graphic on it that you really love, but the t-shirt is no longer in a condition that you can wear it. So you want to save it. This is a great way to do it. I'm doing the no-sew version today, but it's also easy to make a sew version. You'll start the same way by removing the sleeves and cutting in a line to remove the seam on the side. Ideally, you do this in a straight line, but I did not. That's okay. Then you're going to want to cut underneath the neck opening, and that will get you, in this case, a rectangle, but in the case of most boxy t-shirts that you would get from a team that you like or a concert, it will just be a square. This is a fitted t-shirt. So to do a no-sew version, you're going to cut slits up the side. It's not important if these are exactly the same width. As you notice, they're not. The important thing is that you have the same number on each side. So you don't need the same number on the top and the bottom as you have on the sides, but your sides should have the same number and your top and your bottom should have the same number. That makes life easier. If you're going to do this with a sewing machine, don't cut these slits. Instead, you're going to want to get your sewing machine, put a ball needle in the sewing machine. That is for knits. And then you can sew it up. Just make sure you turn it inside out before you do so. Leave a little space so you can stuff your pillow, or make it so that you can put a pillow insert inside. I will put a quick link down below for those of you who want to use a sewing machine. The no-sew version has little ties all around it. So if that's not the look you want, you're going to want to do the sew version. If you have made our upcycled t-shirt to a shopping bag tutorial that I think I did maybe 2 years ago, that tutorial is the same technique we're using here. The only difference is we're not making the top a bag, we're making the top ties as well. So you're going to want to tie these the way it looks like when you first start tying your shoe, but instead of just tying once, you're going to tie twice. My first time around, I tied once. So if you don't see me tying twice in the video, it's because I wanted to make sure things were going to be even. And then I went back through and tied them all a second time, which I cut out of this video because you don't need to watch that. If you have a pillow forms are great here, but I did not have one, so sad times. There are things I just don't keep at the library, and pillow forms are one of them. Here I am discovering that I forgot to tie, or if I forgot to cut the top. That's okay though. And the side ones where you think this is a weird tab, it doesn't matter. You'll tie that and it'll look exactly the same as all the other ties. Make sure you leave yourself a gap. That's the way that we're going to stuff this pillow. And because this is not an exact square, it is going to be a long kind of rectangle, really rounded rectangle, because these are kind of freeform and relaxed and fun. So it looks a little weird, that's okay. It will plump up when we put the stuffing in there. And the great thing about these is that they're incredibly cozy. And the bigger the t-shirt you can get your hands on, the better. So if you even have like your dad's or a big giant extra large sweatshirt, or t-shirt, you can use that. Or go to a thrift store. This is a great time to spend 25 cents on a t-shirt and turn it into something cool. There are lots of ways to upcycle t-shirts you love into something cool. I've seen people do quilts and wall hangings, and we may do another technique at some point in the future so that you don't have to give up on all those high school club and sport t-shirts that you don't quite want to get rid of, that don't look right anymore. But this is option one. So you'll stuff your pillow, And then when you're done, you can finish tying off that little gap. And the reason why I'm messing around in there is to fluff up that stuffing. Because the more you fluff the stuffing, the less like blobby your pillow will look. But this is not a pillow for the perfectionists. This is a relaxed boho type of vibe. Do not expect perfection. But it is cozy and cuddly, which we love. And there it is.